Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Temple of Know Thyself. I Reasoning. Today is the 2nd of June. I'm jumping 1 month early. Of June 2024. Time is flying, isn't it? Time waits for no one. We're in June, so we're 6 months into 2024. So whatever you're doing, I'd say just hurry up and do it before the end of the year comes. But yeah, give thanks. We're back here again, and we do our best to be consistent. Consistent is the key to success in whatever you're doing in life. Yeah, so we're back again, another Sunday. And we're here to have a little reasoning. That's what the temple is about. Temple of just knowing yourself and just reflecting on what we've learned and how we can start the week. And it's about upliftment within oneself. Yeah, so that's what I come here to have a little reasoning, to prepare myself and give thanks for the lessons that we have learned and the lessons that we're learning to help me to grow and to help you to grow, become a better person. So that's it. That's all we're here. The rest of the man just comes and just have a little, chat and conversation, and yeah, just a little reasoning, man. That's what it's about. Life's about reasoning. I reflect and look at things, have some interesting conversation this week, and I'm going to talk about one of my friends who's passed away and stuff like that. And we just have to be grateful, man. Be grateful for the things that we have, and sometimes your experience can help you to avoid the pitfalls that we see in front of ourselves, you know what I mean? That's why I say I stay in my lane, because there's less traffic than going into other people's lanes. So anyway, let the journey begins. Because life's about a journey, isn't it? And each one teach one, an African proverbs. I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. So as we mature in our age, we should, not always, but we should use the past experience to help us avoid the pitfalls that we see. Sometimes, as I say to my son, from a distance, nobody can tell who the fool is when you're having an argument, you know what I mean? So try your best. I know I use the word try. I don't like using that word, but do your best to avoid those pitfalls through the experience that you have. And that's what this temple is about. It's just coming to reflect and having a reasoning and just elevating oneself. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show while I just share my experience. And along sharing my experience, I hope that through my words, I'm able to stimulate you, to uplift you, so you can feel good about yourself, or the things that you've been procrastinating on. You may be inspired in some way, or as my mom used the word encourage, I use empower. So you can make a better choice in your life. Yeah, so that's all the show is about, you know what I mean? It's about sharing our wisdom that we've learned on this path or this journey, what we call life. Anyway, as you know, as I always begin, I'm into the gym thing, man. The gym is my wife. And as the saying goes, behind every successful man, there's a good woman. So that's my woman, you know. She encourages me, and she helps me to become a better person, and gives me some form of discipline, and that discipline allows me to grow and be confident and assertive in other things in life. So yeah, last week was very interesting, man. Very interesting week. So as you're aware, I'm doing some challenges with the brain machine that I'm on. The first time I tried it was last week, isn't it? And I told you I put to level 7, and I came in and out whopping 21 minutes and 44 seconds. This week, No, I struggle. I won't lie to you, man. I don't know why I struggled this week, but I came in at 22 minutes and 34 seconds. This is doing the 5K rowing challenge that I personally have on with myself. So there's definitely going to be some improvement, because I'm learning to challenge myself at level 7, because this is the second time I'm doing it. The first time smashed it, I think, because also I had the person beside me, but I've also downloaded the app, so I have it on my phone now, which will track. Yeah, these are the things now I'm learning while I'm getting into this training and stuff like that. So we're definitely gonna improve on that, because I can do better than that. I don't know. I just thought, don't know why I came in so low, man. But it's okay. It's all right. I mean, but I should be in the I should be in the 21s at that level. So we will look to improve on that. So that's one of the main goals that I'll be looking at. Mum, mum's doing her thing. I've just given up on mum in a good way. I'm saying mum has her personal challenges, as you know, that my mum trying to change her eating habits, and experience have taught me, as I said, I'm practicing on her and preach. Sometimes I just leave mum to do her things, you know what I mean, because she's stuck in her ways, and she's changed some of the eating habits, but there's more to go. So I'll leave mum in her corner, and I'll focus on what I'm doing. So yeah, so that's it. Apart from that, everything's cool, man. Everything is cool. She's getting much better. Her legs improving somewhat. I took her out shopping the other day. We went to see the doctor, and we're checking up on her, and they're still insisting that she should change some of her eating habits. But as I said, sometimes the experience that you get, you just let people be, man. Something is here, man. Something is coming. So we want to be at peace. That's the way I look at it. So, but I'll touch a little bit more on that later on, regarding some of the issues. I have a personal goal that I'm looking to do, and that's why I on my YouTube channel I record myself doing training. So officially from this week to the end of July, so from June to July, I've given myself a personal challenge, which is, well, it'll be 7 weeks, isn't it? Because I'm starting this week now. 7 weeks left, because remember, we've been counting down from last week. This would have been the 8th week, so we're starting in the 8th weeks now, that I will be doing intermittent fasting Monday to Friday. I'll be breaking it at to the best of my ability. You know what I mean? It's to the best of my ability. I will be breaking it from 6:30 onwards, and then Saturday and Sunday, I kind of decide what time I break it. I think Saturday I broke it around 2-3 o'clock ish. Today I broke it about 1-2 o'clock ish. Yeah, I kind of just decide what time I break it on a Saturday and a Sunday. I have a personal goal to achieve, and this all came about from when my mum went sick about nearly a month ago now, isn't it? So but I just wanted to change my lifestyle a little bit, so I'm looking forward for that 7 weeks of, because it's not easy, man. It's not easy doing this fasting, plus I'm training as well. Yeah, so getting up at 6. I do try my best to be at the gym at 6:30. Some days I'm there at 6:30, and some day I'm there about 6:40ish. It depends what I'm doing. Yeah, what exercise I do, but I'm there before 7 o'clock basically. So 7 weeks left of that I'm looking for, and then I will take a a picture to show the change that I'm going through. But you can see the videos. So I'm actually looking forward to finish that 7 weeks, and I'll explain how I'm going to change it after that 7 weeks. I like the idea of doing the fasting. However, I think I will mix it up. So I might do like a Monday fasting, and then eat Tuesday, and then do like a Wednesday fasting. I'm just going to experiment, and that's why I'm gathering the information, and then I'll see what works for me, because what works for me might not work for you. You know what I mean? So it's about experimenting and then taking out what's relevant. That's what the show is about. You listen and you take what's relevant to you, and then the rest you throw away. So that's why I do those recording, and I listen to my body. I look at my food. So all this week I'm going to be on a more high protein eating, which I'm a pescatarian anyway, so all I eat is fish. So this particular week I bought loads of fish. So most of my food will be around fish and salad, and a lot of milkshake, kind of homemade milkshake. I did buy some protein powder. I'm just experimenting. Yeah, that's not really. I'm not really into those kind of things. But they had a deal, and I thought, you know what? Let me just try it, just to top it up. It's just a protein shake. Yeah, so I'm gonna add that, and then see how my body changes, because this is the month. Because I'm like 3 weeks into it. So this will be the month. At the end of this month, I should see more of a result, because it takes about four weeks, yeah, to see the body changing. Now I have dropped weight. I've dropped some weight. The first week, 2 weeks, the body was stubborn, man. So now I'm seeing the weight come off. So by the end of June, I expect to look a certain way. That's what I've got in my mind. So we're going to look at the food we're eating, and then just keep monitoring myself and see what happens. Yeah, because we are our greatest doctor. So start with yourself first, and then take notes and see what works and what doesn't work. As I say, it's the same like listening to the show. Take what's relevant, and then what's not relevant, discard of it. So that's 7 weeks left now, yeah, because now we're into the first week of June. So we're counting down. So I look forward to it. As I said, it's not been easy. It's a challenge. It's a very challenge, especially when you get to Wednesday onwards. Your body is exhausted, you know what I mean, because you're not eating. But at the same time, the body is very clever. I want to get the body to eat the natural fat that I have stored on my body, and that's what I'm that's what I want my body to understand. I'm willing to feed you, but I want you to utilize the fat I have. So basically strip the body. So it's like, as they say in the Bible, it's like building your house on good foundation. I want to strip the fat and then build up properly on that. So I definitely will not go back to some of my bad habits of eating and stuff like that, especially when I'm getting a bit more older as well. So that's the plan, that's the aim, and that's why I'm recording it, so you can physically see the change that I will go through. And it takes time. You don't have to, it's not something that you can rush. So just take your time. The journey, as they say, is never for the swift. Okay, so enjoy the process. I have my apps, loads of apps. I write what I eat, how much water I drink, the time I go to sleep. I'm literally studying myself, and that's the best teacher. That's what this is about. Temple of Know Thyself. Know who you are and what you are. So literally understand who you are, because you're the best psychologist and you're the best doctor for yourself. So you can see the change. That's why I said I'm going to be changing some of my eating and see what happens. By me eating a lot of fish, I'm going to see how my body reacts, because my protein intake should be higher. Am I going to feel more tired, more sleepy, or not sleeping, or whatever it is? I'm going to be conscious and aware of the things that I will be doing for the next month in June, and then July I'll change it up again. All right, so that's it. All right. So no sauna today, man. I went to get my hair done, so no sauna for the next couple of weeks. I want to have a quick conversation about one of my friends. His name is George. I've known George for some time now, man. In fact, he was one of the first person that invited me to Dubai. He works in banking, and he said to me, "Listen, Russ, I've got my house here." I think he was going to Bahrain, and he said, "Listen, I'm not going to be in the house. Come over, man." It was around August time, I think, near around my birthday. So I said, "Okay, no problem." I think I was going to Uganda, or I was in Uganda, and I said, "Okay, I'll stop over for a couple of days and stay in Dubai because I've never been there before. Might as well just take the opportunity in it." So if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have gone to Dubai. So I went to Dubai, and he picked me up, and he said, "Look, here's my house on keys," and he left me a BMW, and he said, "I'm off." I'm off a couple of days. Leave the key here when you finish with the porter or whoever it was, and pack your bags and get to the airport when you're finished. So that was a wonderful experience I had. Dubai is not for me, man. I call it the city with no soul. Everything is so fake, for me personally. You know what I mean? But each to their own. Nice place. I saw the most amazing things, but not for me. Not my kind of scenery. But anyway, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have gone there. So he exposed me to. I said, I like to say this to my children: your knowledge, and to everybody else, your knowledge is based on your circumference. So if you live in one area, that is what you know. And if you have the opportunity to travel, please, I always say to people, travel, because you see things from a different perspective. And that's why I said when I went to Dubai, it's very nice, but everything is just wow. Basically it's a money place, man. You see the most fantastic cars and houses, and because it's a city built on sand. They've converted the desert into, you know what I mean? So even when you're walking, the roads are so big. I was like, no, I'm not driving. The lanes are like 6 lanes. I said, I'm not driving, crashing this guy's car in this place, man. But I saw these amazing cars. Even police, they drive Ferraris and Lamborghinis, which is mind-blowing. So that's what I said, it's good to travel and expand your mind and see things from different point of views. It allows you to grow. That's how you grow. You can't just live in your bubble and expect to grow. Like, change is part of who you are, or it should be part of who you are. That's how we grow, by learning and seeing things from different point of view. And that's what Temple of Know Thyself is about. If you want to heal yourself or do something, you have to study. You have to see things from different point of view. And that's what I'm doing. That's what the whole concept's about. Know thyself. And it starts within you. So he exposed me to that country. So he moved to Nairobi a couple months ago. So we've been talking. He needed some money and stuff like that because he was shipping all his stuff from London to Nairobi. He's doing banking again. He's constantly moving. And we spoke during the week. Then he was meant to send me some money on Monday that just went. And I texted him and said, hey, where's the money, man? I lent you some money. You meant to pay me back my money. He said, yeah, I've sent it. But because Monday was a bank holiday, I think most of the system was down. So I didn't receive until Tuesday. So the last time I spoke to him was Tuesday. Then I got a phone call Friday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 3 days later, I got a phone call that George had passed away. This is a young man at the age of 47. I'm 47. And I was told it was heart failure. And I was like gobsmacked. I'm still kind of gobsmacked because it's like he's 47. 47 is young. That's my age. You know, I'm going to be 48 this year, but he's 47. You know what I mean? May his soul rest in peace. And he has one child. You know, he has one child. But I'm just telling the story to say that, you know, a lot of us, we have dreams and ideas and ambitions and stuff like that. And we procrastinate. Like, I do this show. I do the show because I wanted to do the show. You know, I appreciate my subscribers. I've got to about 400 now. Thank you. Appreciate it. I just found out that I think in September I will be running for 1 year. However, it was an idea that I had. And a lot of us have these ideas and we're not able to act on them because of what we think other people might think, or the fear. We procrastinate. We say, yeah, we'll do a bit later. And that's what I'm here to say. Like, if you have something, just do it. Forget about what other people think. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, live your dream. And as I said, I come on this show every day and I say I have many friends I reason with. Yeah, that's what I say. It's temple of know thyself. It's a conversation. It's just the concept. It's just I and I reasoning, sharing our experience. You know, because we're the next generation that's taking on that baton. Because my mum's generation, they're starting to fade away. So when I look at and listen to some of the conversation from my friends, them, yeah. And just, it's about encouraging you as a listener as well. Like, if you want to travel, like, travel. One of my dreams was to build a house abroad. I've done that and lived in it. I just have to go back and paint it. You know what I mean? I wanted that. I wanted to do a chat show, and I like fitness. You know, I have my ups and down moments in my fitness. I put on a lot of weight. But for some people, they're like, no, you're not big. But to me, I'm big. You understand? Because before I came doing this thing on YouTube, a couple of years back, I had a certain way I looked and I felt confident about myself. And when you get married and you have children, you kind of let yourself go. You forget about yourself. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, sometimes you have to have time out for yourself. You have to go back and find out who and the why within you. That's why I say, like, I can't stop my mum from doing what she wants to do. That's her choice. I can encourage you, as I'm using her word, excuse me. I can encourage you. However, I prefer to stay in my lane, man. It's less traffic. When you go into other people's lane, there's too much traffic. So if you have an idea, act on it. That's what I'm saying. Because my friends, they listen to my show and they're like, yo, well done, man. I wish I can do it. I'm like, of course you can. It's that, and that's why I like to study and read these books. That's why I'm using these analogies or stories. That when you come out your comfort zone, you see things from different point of views. Because within all of us, we have dreams. Because when I look at my friend George, at 47, I mean, he did a lot, but we're still blessed to be alive. So if you have something, do it. And that's why I take this personal challenge. I always say to myself, I'm doing it. I have my why reason why I want to do it. Now I can see the physical change in my body. However, I still got more to go. I've given myself this challenge, this 7 weeks challenge, and I've already programmed my mind, because we're reprogramming. Because in society we are constantly being programmed. So that's why I said to you, I've got a pen and paper, or I use my phone. I have different apps. I weigh myself every morning. I put in what I eat. I've done it from when I broke my fast, and it gives me a graph of what, and then I can study my eating habits. It tells me what time I'll go sleep, how many hours. I notice on the weekend I am slacking. Yeah, why? Because the boundaries that I create Monday to Friday, yeah, gives me a structure. You see, when it hits the weekend, I go bed at 11:30, nearly 12 o'clock, because I know I've got no training in the morning. But Monday to Friday, because I have to be up at 6:30, the latest I'm in bed is about 10:30. When it hits 10 o'clock, my consciousness is saying, no, you have to switch off the phone. Yeah, because I know I have something to do in the morning. I knew I have to get up. I can't, because I'm going to be tired and it's going to have a knock-on effect. So I'm programming myself in a manner to achieve my goals. And I can't do it for anybody else. I have to do it because I want to do it. That's the why reason. So the conversation is just to stimulate you for whatever that you want in your life. What if you want to save some money to go on holiday? You want to, I don't know, fly a plane. You want to drive a fast car. Whatever it is that you want to do. There's a business you want to do. You want to do a podcast. You want to make a TikTok video or whatever it is. I don't know. You want to tell somebody you love them. You want to go out on a date. You want to treat yourself. There's something that you want to buy, but you're like, I don't want to buy it. Like, whatever you want to do. I'm just saying, do what makes you happy. Like, do it. Because I know it sounds cliche. I'm going to say it again. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. You know what I'm saying to you? So live. I'm quite content. There's more things I would like to do. However, one of my main goals was to build a home. And I'm going to be 48, and I'm like, you know what? If I want to live to, personally, I would like to live past to 100. I would like to see what it is, because if you look after yourself and maintain yourself, it is possible. They tell us that we're living longer. However, it's down to you. You have to put the work in. As they say in the Bible, what you sow is what you shall reap. So if you maintain your mind, your body, you can live that long. It's the same with an idea that you have. If you have an idea and you water it and you clean around the environment, it will grow. You know what I'm saying to you? So that's what I said. Today's conversation is about just, if you have a goal, go after it. Because I did not expect that. I spoke to you Tuesday, and then by Friday, the person is gone away. Nothing is guaranteed. So if it is, as I said, it's health, you want to lose weight, whatever it is, just start it. Start it. Go ahead and do the things that you need to do, because nothing is guaranteed. So, it's not going to be a long show today. Today's show is about, I'm using my mom's word now. She has an influence on my show now. It's about encouraging you, and I'm using the word, it's about empowering you to make informed choices. That is the whole concept of the show. Yeah, just reasoning, reflecting on what life's about and the things around us, because that's how we learn. That's what I said. It's about changing our mindset, our circumference. Yeah, our knowledge is based in our circumference. So find that environment that is relevant for us, that supports us, that can bring out the best in us. That's why I do the show, because I wanted to create an environment for myself. I listen back to my show, I meditate, I pray and ask for help and support with my challenges, the ups and downs. My work is piss easy. Sometimes I get complacent, so I have to check myself. I have to remind where I am. You know what I'm saying to you? So I'm reminding you where you are. That sometimes we get complacent as human beings. We forget about the dreams and the ideas that we have. We have children, the same like me. I have children. And then you forget about yourself. You become complacent. We forget about our health. We neglect these things. And there are consequences for them. I'd say heart failure. You know what I'm saying? 47 years old. So take some responsibility for your actions and your desires. What do you want? What would you like to be like to achieve? It took me, I said to my friend, he's like, it took me 10 years to build my home. If 10 years is 2024, I started in 2014. And every year I would save my money, go abroad, put another brick in, every year come back and forth. And someone says, you're lucky. Why am I lucky? I had an idea. I manifested. I worked for it. It wasn't given to me. I broke my legs when I was on that project. I had so many issues. People stole cement from me. People stole my wheelbarrow. People broke into the house, stole my wires. You know, it's challenging. Stole my pump because I got borehole. You know what I'm saying to you? Challenges. But I kept going. I had a dream. I had a vision. I said this from when I was young. And as I'm speaking now, I have a vision for the next 7 weeks. How I would like to look. And then the next 10 years, I would like to retire. Doing something that I enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to work. I'm figuring, I'm figuring it out. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking and analyzing and studying myself. What do I like? Constantly questioning myself. This is what and that's why I travel and look. There's some places I went to, Guyana, where I'm from. I'm Guyanese. I said, can I start a project here? I said, you know what? I've given myself 18 months to study and look the pros and the cons. Can I do another project here? So at the end of the year, I will decide. When I mean at the end of the year, that's halfway through 2025. But I went. You know, it says in the Bible, you have to go and see in it. I went and I saw. Ask and it should be given unto you. Seek and you shall find. Knocking it should be opened unto you. So I went on the land, looked around. Can I do a project here? And I said, okay. That's what you're doing, your research. Same like me, changing my body. It takes time because I put a lot of junk. It's like unlearning something in it. I know where I want to go, but I need to take this stuff out of my body because I abuse my body. So now I have to reprogram my body because, as I said, we're all being programmed in some way or not, through food, through the television, through people, through everything we listen to. So if you're conscious and aware of that, that is your starting point to say, okay, what I'm doing is wrong. Or if I had this dream or this idea, I've forgotten about it, I've put it on the back burner. I need to get back on the ball. I need to awaken that greatness I have in me because it's your idea. I don't have your idea. My idea was to do a podcast and to build something abroad. And I want to invest and do partnership business with other people. Yeah, I'm meeting different people and I'm saying to them, listen, I can do business with you. Let's sit down what ideas we can come up with. Because for me, I'm going to retire in the next 10 years. I'm planting the seed. I'm mortgage free, so I'm okay. I said when I move abroad, the little money I get, I will have to create a business, and that's why I'm looking for that idea. However, I first have to start with myself. I have to start by disciplining myself, cleansing myself. That's what I'm doing. Cleansing myself. Getting rid of the weed so I can build myself on good foundation, and then I can grow from that. So whatever ideas or aspiration that you have, go after it, because nothing is guaranteed. You know what I'm saying to you? Nothing is guaranteed. That's why it's called Temple of Know Thyself. Know who you are and what you are. You've been put on this earth for a reason. You have to find out what it is. I am trying to find out what it is. I've contributed something to society. I'm a Pan-Africanist. I've been to Africa and created a legacy. I've helped Africa. I've taken the money from Europe and gone to Africa and invest in it. I've left something. I've given something back to Africa. I've given something back to my ancestors. I broke the first place to break my leg is in Africa, collecting rocks to put on my house. A quarry. The quarry collapsed and I happened to be there. And I broke my leg. So this is one of my ideas I've manifested. And the other idea was to do the podcast, just to have a reasoning, just to stimulate, because I had a business, and that business was working with young people, and that's where that phrase came about, empowering people to make informed choices. I ran that for about 6 years, and then I had to stop because I had twins. And I accepted it, that sometimes there's a reason and a season for everything. However, in that good season, I was able to buy a property and use that property as a springboard to do other things. When my twins came, I used the money that I created for my business and we went traveling. I wanted to give them an experience that I had as a child. Because living in Guyana, I was able to go to Trinidad and these small islands in the boats and planes. So I wanted to give my children the experience before I pass away. You get what I'm saying? What a mango tree looks like, and having chickens, and you know what I'm saying to you? They know that. Milking cows, they've had all that experience. I wanted to give them that experience, so that's what I did. I sold my house and for 18 months I took a sabbatical and I traveled with my children. That's my legacy, because I wanted them to have that, what it felt like to be out, as you might say, the matrix. See things from different point of view. And that's why we do the show. 47 years old. What dreams and aspirations do you have, would you like to manifest before you leave this planet, this earth, this universe? Go after it. Everyone has an opinion, like everyone has an asshole. I'm judged by my families and friends about how I do training, your podcast, how you speak, what this and that. Guess what? I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it. What are you doing? You understand? What will be your legacy before you leave this planet? What will you leave behind that you can say that I had this idea and I was able to manifest it into reality? And that's what today's show is about. It's a quick one. What legacy will you leave on this planet before you leave? How would you touch people? And that's why I say I leave all these stories. So when I'm not around, my children, if I'm blessed to have grandchildren, they'll be like, this is my grandfather. This is another legacy. It wasn't about money. It's about inspiring you. And let me use my mom's quotation, because it's her quotation that she's left a legacy within me now. it's about encouraging people to make informed choices. And my words, it's about encouraging people. No, I'm using it's about empowering people to make informed choices. So today's show is about what is your legacy? What are you going to leave behind? Because nothing is guaranteed. My people, that's my show today. It's coming to an end. I wish you prosperity, health, success the week ahead. And we give thanks for life and the blessings that we receive. Enjoy your week. Stay blessed. May your cup overflow. May your head be anointed. May you have guidance and protection in your going out and your coming in. Have a blessed and wonderful week ahead. Stay blessed, and I look forward to seeing you next Sunday. Peace and tranquility